So to this day, the mystery remains. We have this goblet of wine, of vino della casa. I'm not sure if we are not supposed to be here. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Certaldo, a lovely Tuscan town. As promised, we're exploring more of Tuscany, we're venturing beyond Florence, and I'm so excited to start this exploration from this place. It's a lovely town, it's my first time here, but I'm already in love with it, and you will see why in a second. But also, this town is more than just a beautiful place to spend a relaxing weekend or day, you know. This place is strongly linked to Giovanni Boccaccio, one of the most prominent Italian writers, second maybe only to Dante, the author of Decameron, one of the most famous novels of all times, and everything here is literally linked to his person and to his work, and I will walk you through everything. There is of course a mystery related to this place too, and we will discover it together. I am very excited to take you on this walk with me, but before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss anything else. And now if you're ready guys, let's go and explore Certaldo. This is so common in many Tuscan towns that the historic center is actually located on top of the hill, like in Montecatini. Remember from my older vlog? I'll leave you a link up here. And now we are going to get another cable car to get to the historic center of Certaldo. It's like a fairy tale town, you know? I don't know, it's something like, it almost feels unreal, as if I were on a film set or something. It's so unbelievably cute, guys. But as quiet and fairy tale-like as this town is, the figure of Giovanni Boccaccio is of course central to this place, and his work Decameron is also central to this place. And if you don't know guys, Decameron is Boccaccio's most famous work, and it depicts the story of a group of young people who escaped to a remote villa in the countryside during the epidemic of plague and spent their days telling stories to each other. And guys, you know, I feel like it's as relevant today as it was back in the 14th century, because tell me you did not have a thought of escaping to the countryside, to a remote place a couple of years ago. But now I want to tell you a little bit more about Giovanni Boccaccio and who was he and what his life was like and why it's so closely linked to this village of Certaldo. Giovanni Boccaccio was born in 1313 in Florence to a father coming originally from Certaldo and an unknown mother, but recognized by his father and given the surname Boccaccio. His childhood was spent in Florence, and it wasn't a happy childhood. It was a rather sad one, living with his father and his father's family. As a teenager, he was sent to Naples, to the Kingdom of Naples, where he was supposed to learn the art of merchant work, but he definitely wasn't passionate about it. Instead, he started experimenting with writing and fell in courteous love with a certain Fiammetta, who was no other than the King of Naples' daughter. Time went by and Giovanni Boccaccio eventually returned to Florence, where he witnessed a terrible epidemic of the Black Plague that also became central topic of Decameron. However, even though the Decameron became his most famous literary work, defining his entire life and personality, and actually it became famous just a couple of years after his death already, the majority of his life he dedicated not to writing but to other things like merchant affairs and political affairs. After finishing the Decameron, he spent many years on various political missions to various places before retiring here to Certaldo, where he spent the last years of his life living here in his house, and he died here as well. In this library, guys, you can find the editions of Decameron in every single language available, or so the museum workers say. Boccaccio used to live in the house that was positioned right here. However, the original house sadly was destroyed during the Second World War, and then this house was rebuilt to repeat the original house precisely. One of our teammates just called telling us that the osteria where we plan to have lunch is closing because there are no people, so they're actually now asking the owner to keep it open a little while more while we are going there. So we are rushing to have lunch now. Teamwork makes dream work, guys. We made it. We have this goblet of wine, of vino della casa, and a famous panino with onion salame, which is the staple of Certaldo. Actually, the onion of Certaldo is so famous, it's been produced here since medieval times, and it is even on the coat of arms of the town. Can you just imagine the importance of this product here? And so we got this panino with salami with onions. I don't know if you can see it, guys. I have no idea if you can actually taste the onions, but let's try it. It is very tender, very good. I like it, you know, I like it when the panino is not dry, and this one is really good. Now let's try the wine as well. Cheers, guys. It's also very good, and this is a local Certaldo wine, so yeah, guys, what can I tell you? I recommend you to visit this place and to have lunch here, or at least a little snack with wine. Everything here in Certaldo is about onions, guys. The place here is called Rosso Cipolla, which means the red onion, and it's the type of the onions that are cultivated here in Certaldo. And there are other places that have some kind of onion cipolla in their name, and they even make the onion jam here in this town. After the new law was passed in 1783, prohibiting the burials inside the churches, the tomb of Boccaccio was opened and his remains were allegedly put in a cemetery, and nobody actually knew where exactly. And it was Lord Byron who was the first one to actually draw attention to this matter, that the writer's tomb was non-existent and his remains were left somewhere, but nobody knew where exactly. Ever since, the tomb hunters, tomb riders have been coming here to Certaldo in a perpetual search of Boccaccio's bones. However, so many people have claimed to have found the actual tomb of Boccaccio, the new tomb of Boccaccio, and there were some remains that were claimed as Boccaccio's and recognized as Boccaccio's until a certain time. After the Second World War, the concilium was called to determine whether the remains were actually of Giovanni Boccaccio, and the answer was no, the remains did not belong to Boccaccio. So to this day, the mystery remains. Nobody knows where Boccaccio's ashes and bones are actually buried, and so many people still try to uncover this mystery, coming to Certaldo and trying to find the actual tomb of Giovanni Boccaccio. The only thing that we know for sure today is that he was once buried here in this church. You can see the tomb itself, but it is apparently empty. Currently there is a joint ticket for Casa Boccaccio and also Palazzo Pretorio, and usually you can also visit the prison rooms. Sadly they are closed today, but still this place is lovely. I highly recommend you to visit it to, you know, immerse yourself into this medieval atmosphere of this town. Guys, just to think for a second that these frescoes date back to the 15th century, to the 16th century, and it's just right here. Turns out you can actually visit the prisons, or guys, I'm not sure if we are not supposed to be here, they are supposed to be closed, but we are here and I'm really happy because I wanted to show you this prison cell that is famous for all the writings on the walls. Guys, look at this gorgeous view here. Guys, isn't it a perfect place to end this video? I loved today so much. I loved Certaldo. It was such a revelation, you know? I feel like this place is the epitome of the hidden gem of Italy, of Tuscany, this region. Guys, it was just perfect. And you know, this place with the view over the Tuscan hills and Certaldo on the other side behind my back, I just love it so much. And having said that, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button down below so you don't miss anything that I will upload on this channel. I will have so many new videos soon, and both from Florence and Tuscany in general. And yes, I'm so excited about this new chapter, and I'm excited about taking you with me on this new Tuscan journey, guys. Also follow me on Instagram because I post life updates regularly there, and you will be the first ones to know everything. I will leave you the link in the description box, and you will also see the handle here. I am so excited to welcome you there as well. And guys, like this video, comment it, tell me what you loved most about Certaldo, whether you'd like to visit it, or maybe you've already been here. So share your opinion with me and share this video with your friends in case they might want to visit it as well. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video, and please enjoy your day.